next topic. Our next topic is the demerits of joint stock company. Every form of business organization is suffering from some demerits. Now, in that situation, the joint stock company is also having some disadvantages. Let us see the disadvantages one by one. And for your uh, understanding, I have written all the points one by one with the blue ink, and with the black ink. What I have done, I have given the meaning of the points. So I will send the pic of these points, and you will note down these points as well as the meaning of these points in your notebook. Now let us start with the first point. The first point is legal formalities. For legal formalities, I have written time consuming and expensive. So formation of a company is a time consuming and an expensive process. Lot of legal formalities have to be done and legal documents have to be prepared in order to form a company. So it is the legal formalities of joint stock company is expensive and time consuming. The second demerit is no direct link between effort and reward to management. The management of the company is done by the elected board of directors, and there is a separation, there is a divorce between management and ownership is in the hand of shareholders, management is in the hand of board of directors. So there is no personal touch, there is no personal incentives in the mind of the board of directors about the company. So because they know it very well that their effort will not be rewarded, so there is a no direct link between effort and reward, and that is why they are not giving their 100% to manage the company well. Next one is delay in decisions. In most of the companies, red tapeism and bureaucracy it is found. Now what is red tapeism? Red tapeism means passing of files from one table to another, and bureaucracy is a system where the organization is managed by the officers. So this problem, red tapeism and bureaucracy, is making delay in the decisions and prompt action. The next point is economic oligarchy. In theory, the management of the company is supposed to be run by the collective will of all the members. All the members will give the 100%, or all the members will give their initiative to run the company. But in theory, it is known that all the members will give their initiative to run the company. But in practice, the management is run by few people, and this is known as oligarchy. This is known as oligarchy. So I have written directors try to mislead members. Since the management is run by few people, the directors try to misguide the members in different ways. Okay, students, now let us see point number 5. The point number 5 is corrupt management. Sometimes the management may make dishonesty, and there may be fraud and misuse of property. And sometimes the management may, in order to make illegal profit, manipulate the accounts of the companies. In most of the cases, it is found that since there is a separation of management and ownership, the management are not giving personal touch to the business of the company. Next point is excessive government control. There are lot of provisions that a company is supposed to comply with in order to run its business. So there are different kind of legal formalities, there are different types of legal hackles that a company is suffering from in order to run the business. So this excessive government control is a major problem of joint stock company. Lot of money and time is spent on complying with all these requirements, all these legal requirements. Next point is manipulation of accounts to make Now, next point is unhealthy speculation. What is unhealthy speculation? Unhealthy speculation means manipulation of annual accounts to make illegal gains. You know, the shares of a joint stock company, the shares of a public company is listed on the stock exchange, and the price of these shares depends upon the future prospect of the company, performance of the company, the dividend proposed by the board of directors. So there are different factors on which the price of the shares depends. Now sometimes the management may make illegal profits by uh, giving information about the company to the outsiders. So this is one of the major problem of joint stock company. Let us see point number 7 and 8. The seventh point is conflict of interest. So there is a possibility of conflict of interest among the stakeholders of the company. Now who are the stakeholders? The shareholders, the creditors, the debenture holders may sometime indulge in conflict. Now what is the problem associated with this conflict? The morale of the employees and the efficiency of the operation is reduced if there is a conflict in the company. The next point is social evils. The next point is social evil. Now, sometimes the joint stock company is creating social evils in the economic system of the country. The joint stock company gives a or creates a situation of private monopoly, and there is a concentration of wealth in a few hands. There is a concentration of wealth in few hands, and the economic concentration of few people may manipulate the economic system of the country. They may affect the political system of the country. So these are the disadvantages of a joint stock company.